fashion designers approach me to see if I can consider modeling. You know, even though I turned most of them down, but it dawned on me at a particular point that, okay, so if these fashion brands see me as a figure they can use to model their clothes, it means that there's something about me. Why don't I do it for myself? I started, and then it was a bit challenging because I needed capital to be able to streamline the business in a way that I wanted. So along the line, I stopped before I eventually started the 10 full-time in 2020. Even with the full-time, I didn't just go straight. I wanted to test the waters to find out where I could beat some of the challenges. So I didn't start with a shop. I started with some little corner in my apartment somewhere. I just put the brand logo behind me somewhere. This flagship program called Adwumawura, it's a great initiative. When you look at the rationale behind it and how they are going to operate, they don't just give you funding to start a business, but they give you mentors. There's a mentorship bit of the program. To the ones that are yet to start, the young ones that are listening, this is a huge opportunity for them to grab and not to play with it. I think it shouldn't be business as usual, just because it's from the government. I'm sure there are some of them who have been aspiring to start something, but for so many years they've not been able to start because of lack of funding. Now, here is a golden opportunity. And once you are presented with this golden opportunity, you have no choice but to make use of it. Make the most out of it. If you fail, you would have learned. If you win, you keep going.
Hi, my name is Kafu Aja. I'm an entrepreneur, an SME consultant, and the CEO and founder of Adwumawura. My lowest moment was when I took a bank loan of 80,000 from a friend's financial services business. Another friend convinced me to leave an asset. I took that money, and then all the other money I had myself, I added it to it and acquired that asset. But then, just after 2 months, I lost that asset. It was pulled down by AMA. They claimed it. All my investments just dashed. And so entrepreneurship, they say, is not for the faint-hearted. There are certain things you yourself, you need to have in your mind that I would have to delay gratification. You start business today and you want to be on the red carpet tomorrow. Entrepreneurship and luxury and relaxation and comfort are not buddies. There are times that you're actually going to run your business and make nothing out of it. So as young entrepreneurs, have it at the back of your mind. The journey is not going to be smooth. It's going to be bumpy, but enjoy the journey. In fact, the journey is actually in the doing. So enjoy it. You will definitely make it one day. And when you do, you will look back and say, yes, indeed, God has been good. Towards the end of 2016 into 2017, I enrolled into a program called African Entrepreneurship Awards. And I went through mentorship coaching from mentors from Silicon Valley. They were in my business for a period of 4 years, coaching me, helping me to chart the path. Even sometimes you want to go out of your path and then they bring you back. And I've learned that over the years. Focus. Adwumawura is a replica of what I participated in. And I am sure if the entrepreneurs themselves have the mindset, because that's actually the most important thing, the mindset to build a sustainable and profitable, scalable business, Adwumawura is for them. And that is the launch pad for startups especially, and maybe even running businesses to reach their next level.
Thank you very much. That was a documentary in respect of soon to be launched Adwumawura program. At this point, it is appropriate for me to invite the Acting Chief Executive Officer of NEIP, Mr. Eric Ajay, to give us a remark. Please welcome Eric Ajay with a round of applause.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, Honorable Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment, Comrade George Opare Ado, Odeneho Ochre Ntrama Otumfo Nipahene, the Paramount Chief of Esumenya Asante, revered traditional and religious leaders, senior government officials, and ministers, our esteemed development partners, the business community, the dynamic youth of Ghana, the media, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols duly observed. Today, we gather here in Kumasi not just for another ceremony, but for the rebirth of a dream seeded by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a dream that is now blossoming into the hope for every young Ghanaian. The Adwumawura program is more than a policy. It is a commitment, a lifeline to the countless young men and women who rise up every morning with big dreams, but are often met with closed doors. It is a bold promise that no dream is too small, no idea is too insignificant, and that under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, every youth will have the opportunity to soar. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, in 2014, through the Youth Enterprise Support Fund, which has today evolved into National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Programs, thousands of young businesses started daring and determined Ghanaians have been nurtured and supported. On behalf of the countless young entrepreneurs whose lives have been transformed because of your vision, Mr. President, I say thank you. Today, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, with a strong backing of the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment, stands ready. We will not just launch businesses. We will nurture dreams. We will build legacies. We will light the path of our generation. Through the partnership with development partners, industry players, private sector players, civil society, and of course, the vibrant youth themselves, we are poised to make this initiative a turning point for youth entrepreneurship in Ghana. Your Excellency, development partners, let me use this opportunity to indicate that NEIP, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, is working on implementing other interventions aimed at promoting entrepreneurship, such as the Presidential Innovation Challenge, igniting the spirit of STEM and green entrepreneurship, the Vice Presidential Empowerment Program for women, persons with disability, because inclusion is not optional, it is essential. The Student Enterprise Initiative, sparking business ideas right from the classroom and the lecture halls. Youth in innovative agriculture, because the future of food security lies on the youth of innovation ideas. The Presidential School Garden Initiative, growing young minds and green ideas. And Streetism to Entrepreneurship, turning lost hope into lasting prosperity. Imagine the ripple effects, job created, communities uplifted, innovation sparked, all starting from the dreams of our own youths. We will need the collaboration with the support of the development partners in mobilizing resources to implement these interventions, to contribute significantly to the gains that will be made by the Adwumawura program. Together, we will redefine Ghana's economic future for decades to come. Mr. President, you have always believed in the youth of Ghana. As today, we launch the Adwumawura program, we affirm our faith that under your leadership, Ghana's youth will no longer chase for jobs, but they will create jobs. The Adwumawura program, Abampapa Abba, Emebunu Edache. Indeed, the future is entrepreneurship. The future is innovation. The future is now. And the future is bright with President John Dramani Mahama leading the way. Thank you, and God bless our homeland Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brother Eric Ajay, the Chief Executive Officer for NIEP agency under which the Adwumawura program is under. At this point, permit me to acknowledge the presence of some dignitaries. As time goes on, I will do that appropriately. I can see the Minister responsible for employment, Dr. Abdul Rashid Perfu. I can also see the National Chairman of the great NDC, Mr. Johnson Esiodin Ketia, aka General Mosquito. General Mosquito is seated. I can also see the Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment, George Opareado Esquire, aka Pablo. Pablo Menawakwaba. I can also see the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NDC, Chairman Anakwasi is also with us here, and also Ashanti Regional Representative of the Council of States. Honorable Yao Uzubimpe is also here. Please let me proceed as time goes on. I will acknowledge the presence of all those who are with us. Now I will have to invite the representative of His Royal Majesty, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, in the person of Odenoho Ochre Intrama Otumfuo Nipahine, to give us his remarks. If it is ready, we will take it now. Your Excellency, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to do this correction. Nana Ochiri Kusi is Otumfuo Benkumahine Rada. So that is the correction now. So at this point, it is appropriate for me to invite Otumfuo Benkumahine Nana Ochiri Kusi Ntrama to give us his remarks. Ask Nana is coming. All right, you will take it now.
His Excellency President John Mahama, Regional Minister, ministers of state, members of parliament, Nananom, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the media, good afternoon. And Nedui, in Kose Mira, Otumfo Osei Tutu, Asante Hini, Onoanso, NT, Sikejako Fiso, Onoa, Koson Waha, Nanso, and never be Asanken, INT, Amana Makanya home, Amedi, Jumedi. Intina, what to me? Say, Mimra Messi in a name. The launch of this flagship initiative is not only critical but important in this current time that we find ourselves in. A period where there is high youth unemployment. By launching this initiative, I believe and I know that some of the social vices that currently plague our society will be eliminated. Youth will get jobs and revenue and sustained businesses. This is an opportunity for all the youth to embrace and participate in making sure that the fair share of the cake of the nation they also receive. This is not only an initiative well crafted and defined, but also a promise that our president, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, made to us prior to the elections as part of the initiative to reset our country. And I sincerely believe that through this opportunity presented to us and to the youth, all Ghanaians will participate and ensure that we derive the best from it altogether. In addition, I see this as another opportunity for us to integrate this youth initiative into the 24-hour economy. Mr. President, by keeping your promise and honoring us with such an initiative, we believe that Ghana is now on the right path of success. We warmly welcome you to Kumasi and all the people you came with, and I believe and strongly appreciate your presence, and anytime you visit Kumasi, you will always be assured of the rousing sounding praises from us here in Kumasi. Thank you very much, Mr. President, and continue to reset our country.
Nana, that's it. That was a very powerful speech from the Esumeja Mahine and Otumfo Binkumihine. Nana Ochi Kusi Ntrama. Nana Piao, Yadawasipa. At this point, Your Excellency invited guests, CEOs, ministers, and representatives of the various associations and unions. It is my singular honor to invite the Minister responsible for Youth Development and Empowerment, Mr. George Opare Ado, aka Pablo, to deliver a speech.
Your Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, the rep of Otumfo, Nana Binkumhine, the National Chairman of the NDC, the Minister for Employment and Jobs, Madam Joyce Bauer, Dr. Callistus Mahama, the Regional Chairman for Ashanti Region, my Chief Director and Directors from the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment, the Council of State Rep for Ashanti Region, distinguished members of the diplomatic corps who are here, respected traditional and religious leaders, our development partners, industry leaders, successful entrepreneurs, the acting CEOs of the various agencies under the Ministry for Youth Development. I see Malik Basintelli here. Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, our dear young people who are with us in this auditorium. I start you today with immense pride and humility as we embark on a significant journey to reshape the narrative of youth empowerment in our beloved nation. This moment marks a pivotal point in the history of Ghana as we officially today launch the Adwumawura program, a flagship initiative dedicated to cultivating and growing 10,000 young entrepreneurs annually. It is worth emphasizing that our current government is the first in Ghana's history to establish a ministry solely focused on youth development and empowerment. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to President Mahama for championing this transformative vision and for making tangible commitments to the youth of our nation. As I engage young people across Ghana in my capacity as National Youth Organizer of the NDC, I witnessed firsthand the aspirations, ideals, and untapped potential of countless individuals yearning for opportunities. We met ambitious young men and women filled with innovative ideas, all in need of a platform to turn their visions into reality. Today, I express my sincerest appreciation to President Mahama and the government for following through on promises made to the young people of this country. The establishment of the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment signifies our commitment and coordination and oversight in all youth-related initiatives, ensuring that every youth program is effectively supported to support economic empowerment. In alignment with President Mahama's vision, I'm delighted to announce several key initiatives. The launch of the 1 Million Coders program last 2 weeks, and today's unveiling of the Adwumawura program, aimed at driving economic transformation for our youth. Additionally, on Wednesday, His Excellency President Mahama will launch the National Apprenticeship Program in Tamale to provide essential vocational and technical training to the youth of Ghana. I would like to take this moment to thank His Excellency, not just by making promises, but also allocating resources to these vital programs in the 2025 budget. These initiatives reflect our collective resolve to shift the narrative and create pathways for youth empowerment and also creating opportunities for the young people of this country. To the youth of Ghana, I want to reaffirm my belief in your capabilities. You are not idle. You are waiting for the right support and opportunities to flourish. And His Excellency President John Mahama's government promises to give you that opportunity. Remember, there is always hope, a light at the end of the tunnel. This government is dedicated to fostering an environment that nurtures your growth and your development. I urge each one of you to seize the opportunities and actively participate in reshaping your own future and the futures of generations to come. The era of missed opportunities is behind us. This is the dawn of a new era, the beginning of the reset agenda, ignited by efforts of you. To our development partners and stakeholders, we are entering a new chapter in youth empowerment. I invite you to join us in prioritizing interventions that would uplift the Ghanaian youth. The Ministry for Youth Development is eager to establish collaborations that will realign our collective efforts towards a brighter future for our young people. As I conclude, I want to express my deep gratitude to President Mahama for his unwavering faith in the boundless potential of the Ghanaian youth. I remain committed to ensuring that the successful implementation of the Adwumawura program and all government initiatives aimed at empowering young people are executed to the latter. To the youth of Ghana, this is your moment. The Adwumawura program is crafted with your success in mind. Embrace it, and let us together forge a nation of innovators and successful entrepreneurs. I encourage you all to pay close attention to the impactful message that is going to be shared by His Excellency the President with us today, and become ambassadors of the Adwumawura and its related initiatives. Adwumawura has come to stay. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much. That was the Minister responsible for Youth Development and Empowerment, Lawyer George Opareado. Pablo, thank you. At this point, Your Excellency, permit me to acknowledge the support of our media partners as we are live on Wazo TV, Joy News and Joy TV. We also live on Pan-African TV, TVXYZ, GTV, UTV, and Asempa FM. We are very grateful for your support. At this point, let us have another documentary on soon to be launched Adwumawura program. Thank you.
My name is Tony Senea, founder of Horseman Shoes, a company founded in 2010 with the vision of building the largest leather product manufacturing company in Africa in terms of brand preference and, most importantly, creating employment for the young people. For the past 15 years, we have worked towards achieving this vision by creating quality products for customers all over the world, and also creating a fulfilling employment opportunities for skilled artisans. Most people have often wondered if I had formal education in leatherworks or shoemaking, but the answer is no. I read sociology from the University of Ghana. I found an opportunity in shoemaking when I bought a pair from a shoemaker in La Paz, and my colleagues liked it when I was doing my national service. I realized that it didn't matter to the Ghanaian where the shoes were coming from, provided they are of top quality. So I knew a good shoemaker, and I knew that there were young people who wanted shoes. And for the past 15 years, we have been at it and still perfecting the craft. In 2014, when the Youth Enterprise Support Fund, YES, was launched, now National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, I had the opportunity to sit on the vetting panel where we selected businesses for funding. I was then the president of Alliance for Young Entrepreneurs Association, AYE. I am happy to learn that most of the businesses we supported are still alive and doing well. And indeed, programs such as these should focus on creating sustainable businesses. I am excited that this government is continuing a program it started some 11 years ago. I encourage young businesses to take advantage of this program. The Adwumawura program goes beyond just funding. It will help you in the areas of coaching and mentoring, access to market, and assist you meet all the statutory and regulatory requirements. I have always loved shoes. how they curate our journey. After school, I knew I wanted to create something lasting. Horseman shoes started with one pair, one customer at a time. To every young entrepreneur, start small. Start where you are. The next horseman could be you. Keep walking.
Thank you very much. That was a documentary in respect of the soon to be launched Adwumawura program. At this point, let me acknowledge the presence of a very prominent personality in our midst, in the person of Oheneba Owusu Efriyi Otumfo Apejahene Nana Pachoyamu Akwaba. Next on the list is Mr. Mark Guma. Mark Guma is here to take us through how the program will be applied for after the launch of it. So let's give him a hearing.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark Guma, a member of the NEIP engineering team. And I'm basically walking you through how to apply and be a beneficiary of this program. So the technical team will be projecting for us. So basically, to apply, you open any web browser, go to the official NEIP website. That is www.neip.gov.gh. On the landing page, right under the Adwumawura program headline, click on the apply button. You will be redirected to the application portal. Over here, at the right top corner, you can click on websites to read every single thing about the Adwumawura project, who is qualified for this project, who can apply, and how to apply. So you can read through, and after everything, you click on the apply button. Over here, you click on register, and it's very simple and straightforward. Enter your full name, your email address, your phone number, a strong password. You check, I agree to the terms and conditions, then you click on the register button. This is very simple and straightforward. However, after this, you'll be required to complete your profile, where you upload your profile picture, enter your Ghana card, which is a requirement. The Ghana card must be valid. The system will verify that before you are able to proceed. Ladies and gentlemen, I must indicate that this system was designed and engineered to be simple and easy to use, making the application process a very seamless experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mark Guma. If I'm sure, those of us who were born before computer, Radia Domina Yampeni, Edda Jumediana Diria, Ubetimi call NEIP website in the so. Now I apply. And yes, answer, called district assembly, Bia, say municipal assembly, metropolitan assembly, district assembly offices in our Ghana, Bia forms in the view of a free. Okwa, Pamcho, a cratch of one maba for, or so maybe Bia how. Okwa, no, I teach you much more the opposite. Or more ever fill of forms and I'm free now, call baby, now can say, Obetia Banka. We district assembly offices in Ottawa. YEA offices a organ and a honso koha, and tis a asante mampoa, and who he has over Faka Bekumasi, Obeko district municipal assembly. Bebia Ubia Ghana Bebia, Obeko district assembly and a municipal assembly, and a YEA office. Now Papa Kofa form free, Elho, and the Oho Enono. Excellency, invited guests, Nananom, representatives of the various associations and unions, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment all of us have been waiting for. It is time to listen to the man who is leading the resetting agenda of our dear country. It is my singular honor to invite His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, to launch the program. Your Excellency, you are welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. As the MC said, let us remember, for those of you who can apply online, go to the NEIP website and then fill out the form online. And for those who are not digitally literate, their forms will be made available at every district assembly office. And so you can go there and get the forms and they'll help you to fill them out. But let me start by acknowledging the representative of His Royal Majesty, the Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, who is in the person of the Omahini of Esumeja, Odeniho Ochre Ntrama, who also is the Bemuhine of the Otumfuo. We wish to welcome you, Nana, and your entourage. Honorable members of the Council of State, honorable ministers of state, honorable members of parliament, national chairman of the NDC and our party executives, honorable MMDCs, the CEO of the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, CEOs of state institutions, captains of industry, young CEOs and entrepreneurs who have gathered here, our students from the various institutions of higher learning, members of the international organizations and the diplomatic corps, the clergy, our regional chief imam, distinguished guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gathered here to take a monumental step towards securing the future of our beloved country. We're doing so by offering our young people not just hope, but real opportunities to create, to innovate, and to thrive. Across Ghana, from our bustling cities to our quiet rural communities, young men and women nurture big dreams. They have powerful ideas, and they have an unstoppable drive to build better lives for themselves. However, these dreams deserve more than just applause. They deserve action, they deserve opportunity, and they deserve committed support. It is therefore with this conviction that I made a bold promise ahead of the 2024 elections to prioritize the welfare, economic empowerment, and development of our youth through the carefully crafted interventions that includes the Adwumawura program. The Adwumawura program, which we are launching today, stands as a flagship fulfillment of that promise I made in the campaign of 2024. The Adwumawura program is not a mere policy initiative. It is a declaration of faith in the extraordinary potential of our Ghanaian youth. It is our commitment to nurturing their ambitions and translating their ideas into thriving enterprises that will drive our nation's progress. The Adwumawura program seeks to stimulate youth employment, entrepreneurship, and innovation across key strategic sectors of our economy. Through a nationwide selection process, we will incubate new businesses and accelerate existing ones. And so those who can apply are not only people who want to establish new businesses, But if you have an ongoing business and you can benefit from the Adwumawura program, you're also free to apply. And our goal is to create at least 10,000 Ghanaian youth-owned businesses every year over a 4-year period. This initiative will provide, 1, business development training. And so if you have your business or you want to start a business, you'll be trained on how to establish and manage a business. A lot of businesses fail because the promoters of the business do not understand how to run a business. The program will also provide access to funding. Most young people have good ideas, but they cannot start a business because they don't have access to capital. The program will provide coaching and mentorship. And so for some of the people you saw on the documentary, Akosombo Catering, Horseman Shoes, my friend Senaya, and Matthew Agambire and others. These are young entrepreneurs who already have established their businesses. And so when we help you under the Adwumawura program, we'll assign one of these young entrepreneurs who already have experience in running a business to guide you and support you so that your business will also grow. We'll also provide technological support and access to equipment and machinery. Somebody establishes a business, but he needs some machinery to enhance his productivity, and he cannot afford to buy the equipment or the machine. Adwumawura is there for you. It will help you to buy your equipment. Adwumawura will also help you with market access and facilitation. You will get support in how to create a market, how to market your products, and how to be able to access sales so that you can get capital to continue to grow your business. And you also have 367 days a year of comprehensive business advisory services. So once you set up your business, it doesn't mean Adwumawura is going to leave you like that. If you have any problem, you can always come back to Adwumawura and describe what your problem is, and they will support you to go forward. These businesses will be selected. As I said, you can apply online, and there will be a neutral body that will go through all the applications, and they will select the businesses that will go into the program. It doesn't matter if your business is not selected. It doesn't mean that over the 4 years you won't get selected. We'll start with some of them. The following year we continue. If your business idea is not exactly the best, Adwumawura can advise you what other business idea you can look at. Their businesses will be selected based on their scalability, sustainability, and their potential for job creation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an ambitious undertaking, but it is necessary if we are to secure a prosperous and resilient future for the youth of Ghana. But let me point out that this program is not like others that were announced in the recent past with a lot of fanfare, but proved to be mirages without adequate funding to sustain them. Adwumawura is fully funded with adequate allocation. Adwumawura is fully funded with adequate allocation provided by the Ministry of Finance in the 2025 budget. My young brothers and sisters, many big businesses of today were the startups and micro enterprises of yesterday. The Adwumawura program is designed to be inclusive. It's designed to be youth-led. It's designed to be Ghanaian-owned. And so you must be a Ghanaian to be part of the Adwumawura program. And the Adwumawura program is regardless of your educational background. You can have little formal education, but you can become an entrepreneur, and the Adwumawura will help you to do that. Whether you are university graduates, you graduated from technical school, vocational school alumni, you are a senior high school leaver, or even those with little or no formal education, you will have equal access to opportunities under this program. In line with my government's commitment to inclusivity and equity, I wish to announce that at least 60% of the beneficiaries will be drawn from women and girls, especially in male-dominated trades, will be drawn from persons living with disability, will be drawn from unemployed and underemployed youth, will be drawn from out-of-school youth, will be drawn from rural and vulnerable populations, will be drawn from youth in conflict-affected areas, would also be drawn from youth who were formerly engaged in illegal mining activities, popularly known as galamsey, and other marginalized and underserved groups. And so for youth who come from mining communities and were involved in galamsey, we want to shift them away from galamsey, so we'll prioritize them to be able to set up their own businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, through this we aim to significantly reduce Ghana's youth employment rates and contribute meaningfully to reducing the global needs indicator. And needs means not in employment, not in education, or not in training. We intend to reduce it through this program. My younger brothers and sisters, we're all not born to be employees, to work for someone else. We can also be job creators. We can also be employers, to employ other people. The NAID, operating under the newly established Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment, will spearhead the implementation of the Adwumawura program. And together with our partners, NIEP will ensure that these businesses are supported and they are nurtured and sustained over time. To further bolster market access, we are going to institute an annual Adwumawura trade fair and exhibition. And so all the companies that will be supported under the Adwumawura program, every year we will hold an exhibition, and you will come and take a stand and you exhibit what you've been able to do with the support that you were given. This trade fair and exhibition will showcase the creativity, the innovation, products and services of the Adwumawura beneficiaries, providing a platform to build strategic partnerships and attract investment. The Adwumawura program will be anchored on 6 thematic pillars. The first one is the promotion of inclusivity. The second one is building a robust national system for ideation and acceleration. The third one is to facilitate access to funding. The fourth is integrating technology in business development. And the fifth is coordinating access to partnerships, markets, and investment opportunities. And the sixth and final is establishing an effective monitoring and evaluation system to ensure transparency and sustainability of businesses. To the youth of Ghana, the Adwumawura program is your platform. To the youth of Ghana, the Adwumawura program is your opportunity to create, to build, and to lead. Let your dreams take flight. Let your innovations find expression. The future is not something we wait upon. It is something we build together, and we're going to do that starting today. To all our government agencies, the private sector, civil society organizations, traditional and religious leaders, and to all our communities, I implore you to let us unite behind this Adwumawura initiative. Let us invest in our young people, and let us build a Ghana where no young person will be left behind. To our diplomatic corps and international partners, the Adwumawura program embodies our collective ambition to foster solutions to the national challenge of unemployment. I therefore invite you to partner with us through the NEIP in resource expertise and logistics to help realize the full promise of this transformative initiative. Through this initiative, we are not merely nurturing entrepreneurs, we are cultivating community builders and nation shapers. We envision a Ghana where our youth no longer move from office to office with CVs in hand, but instead become job creators, innovators, and leaders. With clear and measurable outcomes, we expect to see a significant increase in youth startups, in job creation, and vibrant economic activities across every region of our country. And once again, to the youth of Ghana, I want to assure you that my government will continue to work with you. My government will invest in your future and give you every reason to be proud of your homeland, Ghana. If you have been searching for the opportunity to launch or grow a business, the Adwumawura program is your answer. Embrace it and own it. Build your dreams, and through them, you'll be contributing to building a better Ghana. May God bless our efforts to create a resilient, thriving economy led by an empowered generation of young Ghanaian entrepreneurs. And on this note, it is my honor and privilege as the President of the Republic of Ghana to declare the Adwumawura program duly inaugurated. Long live the Adwumawura program, long live the youth of Ghana, long live our nation, Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. It is important at this point to repeat that Epacho Moanye Adia Papa or IT Muno, Moa Munim Computer Muno, and Yafe, BBNC, Oko, various district assemblies Noah. Boka kotu Rabafoni akrachi for ombe checho bibia free ewon hihye no nti muma yanka ne nshen. So at this point we are coming to a close of the program. However, it is important to acknowledge the presence of Honorable King Ofori Ajimabodi, the Mayor of Kumasi. He is here, and also with us this afternoon is the Honorable Member of Parliament for Sunyani East Constituency, Honorable Said Mubarak, is also with us here. We also have in our midst the Ashanti Regional Chief Imam, Sheikh Zakaria Abdul Rahman, and we also have Nana Bremahine, Nana Bafo Kuti Srama II with us here. We also have the Acting Chief Executive Officer for Maslok. She is also here. Abigail Mensah is also here with us. Omampeni Wadaroma say Omaine Ball Akura Nugu Bebia. Omampeni yes or reset my wati. Unihow. You have the full support of the good people of this country to reset the country so that collectively we can all build the Ghana we want. A Supreme Court judge said, and I quote, "No matter how many nonsense they are made, the law is the law." End of quote. Thank you very much. At this point, I invite lawyer Juan Selassie Ahiaodo, Acting Deputy Chief Executive Officer of NEIP, for the vote of thanks. Let's welcome Madam Juan with a round of applause.
Thank you, MC. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment, Ministers of State and Government Functionaries present, Odinoho Ochre Inshirama, Otumfo Benkom Hene, Omahene of Esumeja, Asante, distinguished traditional and religious leaders, members of the diplomatic corps, development partners, captains of industry, friends from the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Permit me to stand on existing protocols. Today, we bear witness to yet another historic step forward for our nation. The launch of the Adwumawura program is not merely a program, it is a powerful symbol of hope, a bold vision for empowerment, a living legacy of a president who continues to transform the lives and to secure the future of our beloved country. Your Excellency, in championing this initiative, you have once again demonstrated that true leadership is about leaving no one behind, particularly the youth who represent the beating heart of our nation's future. It is only under your experience, compassionate, and visionary leadership that such a monumental investment in youth entrepreneurship could be imagined, brought to life. Indeed, it takes an experienced driver, a leader with both the vision and courage to steer Ghana towards an inclusive, prosperous future anchored on innovation, enterprise, and an opportunity for all. On behalf of the youth of Ghana, Mr. President, we are grateful. To our respected Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment, Ministers of State and Government Functionaries present, traditional and religious leaders, the diplomatic corps, development partners, captains of industry, your presence here today signifies your strong endorsement for the President's transformational agenda and your belief in the extraordinary potentials of the Ghanaian youth. We thank you for standing firmly with us in this important journey. To the youth of Ghana, the mantle has been passed on to us. Let us rise to the occasion. Let us nurture our dreams, embrace innovation, and work with relentless determination to realize the vision for a better Ghana. A Ghana where the energy and creativity of the youth drive sustainable national development. Distinguished guests, the Adwumawura program is not just a policy. It is a transformational initiative. Let us all play our part to ensure its success, to honor the commitment and sacrifice of a president who has never wavered in his quest to uplift the Ghanaian youth. On behalf of the youth of Ghana and all gathered here, I express my profound gratitude to you, Mr. President, and to every distinguished guest here present. May God continue to bless our president, bless our youth, and bless our dear nation, Ghana. I thank you and I pray for a safe journey for all of us. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, Madam Joan. the Deputy Chief Executive Officer NEIP for the vote of thanks. In fact, my attention has been drawn to the fact that Federation of Leatherworks Manufacturers have perfectly designed something, and they are to present it to His Excellency the President. So at this point, we will allow for that presentation to be made if it is ready. But until then, we acknowledge the presence of a Member of Parliament for Brekum West, Honorable Kwabena Ochistugat is also here. My good friend and a brother, Malik Basintali, is also here. And his deputy, they are all here. Malik, you are welcome to our room. You also have Ayakafui Aja, Akosombo Catering Services is also here. You also have the Chief Executive Officer for Horseman Shoes, and a host of people. Invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, very soon you will be coming to the end of the program. However, we shall be taking some photographs, and the photographs are to be taken according to a certain order. So, on the basis of that, kindly let me have the order paper. And we do that afterwards. Now, His Excellency the President, after the presentation, we will proceed with the picture taking, but for now, the association is ready to do the presentation. That is the Association of Leatherworks Manufacturers are ready to do the presentation for His Excellency the President. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us kindly take that before we proceed. Thank you very much. Now is the presentation by the Federation of Leatherworks Manufacturers to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana. We thank you so much for a very wonderful work and presentation. Now, once the President, Your Excellency, please, once the President is in front of us, now this is the order of photography. The entrepreneurs made